Alright, this video is going to cover priming a pump and calibrating a meter. So I'm going to jump into the setup menu, and both of those are under injector setup, and here they are. So you've got two different options. Priming the additive pump is a way to simply reprime the pump or initially prime it on a new install without getting into really the calibration process. So if you're not needing to calibrate it, that's probably your safe bet. So let's look at that. Prime additive pump. How much additive? So we still ask how much you want to pump, just to make sure we don't run the pump forever, just endlessly. So let's tell it we're going to pump a gallon. And really you can stop it at any time, but this way it'll stop on its own as well. So yes, I want to start pumping, and you can see it took off at 100% speed right now because that's where I had it last time, but I think it normally starts at about 20%, 25% throttle, sorry. So you can see it's counting. The speed is 25. You can go up and down to do the speed. But once you've got your consistent steady flow, you can stop it by hitting no. It'll show you that that's what it thinks it pumped, and you can run it again if necessary. But if you've accomplished your goal of priming the pump, you just say no, and there you're done. So you should be ready to use the system. If instead of that you actually want to calibrate the meter, in this case you will need some kind of a jug or container of a known quantity, like a 1 gallon jug is what we usually recommend. So calibrate meter. Let's tell it we're going to pump 1.2 gallons. I actually want to pump a gallon, but I usually tell it to pump a little bit more so I don't have it shutting off on me ahead of time. What I'll do is when I get to a gallon in the container, I'll shut the ball valve, stopping it at a gallon, and then I'll tell the system that was a gallon. That's easier than telling it to pump a gallon and it's a little under or a little over, and then I have to try to figure out how much over or under it is. So we'll tell it to pump 1.2 gallons. It doesn't start the pump until you hit begin. So now the pump is running. We are dispensing the additive through the calibration hose into a container, and we see that it's counting. So that tells us right off that the pump is primed and the meter is not jammed. So we just have to wait for it to hit the gallon mark, and we will stop it there. So I'm filling the jug. .4 gallons. 0.5 gallons. And you can use any size of container you wish to. I just find it easier to find a 1 gallon container than just about anything else. 0.8, 0.9, and I'm going to close the ball valve at exactly a gallon. Close the ball valve, but it still wants to run the pump because I told it 1.2. So I'm going to stop it by hitting no. It says, okay, I'm done. I pumped a gallon. Is that correct? If it wasn't correct, I would correct it now. But it is correct. Yes. So it gives you confirmation pulses per gallon will remain at 7550, which is the stock number for the vast majority of our systems. Then it asks if you'd like to run it again. No. That's it. So we're done with calibration, and we've covered priming. So again, those are both under the injector setup menu. But that's it. Thank you.